FreedomMunitions.com presents The High Road with Keith Warren.
We hunt for different reasons, but it's more than just the kill.
First off, I'm grateful to be an American, to live in a country that still has country like this. Wide open, wild stuff, and I love it.
It's about the experience, freedom, passion, and adventure. For me, hunting is the ultimate pursuit.
We need to get out of here. This is danger zone.
Who was the big bear?
A connection with nature that only a hunter can experience. I've spent my entire life perfecting my skills, braving the elements in pursuit of my prey. The wild is where I belong. I'm Keith Warren, and like you, I live for the hunt. Join me and take the high road.
The gun is dead on, and I am extremely excited. It's a cool morning here in the Eastern Cape of South Africa, and I brought along my 270. This is the second year in a row I've come over here to Hunter's Hill Safaris on a plains game safari. And people will say, well, why are you shooting a 270? Now, this particular rifle, it's a Savage lightweight hunter. And the reason why I like this rifle, first off, I've used it all the way over New Zealand, to Canada, to Mexico. I've used it for all kinds of big game animals, and it packs a powerful punch. But the reason why I like the lightweight hunter is because with a scope on it, it weighs in at 7 pounds. And on this safari, I'm going to be doing a lot of walking up some really steep stuff. So if I can shed some weight off a rifle, and by doing so, it just makes it a little bit easier. I'm less fatigued at the end of the day. Anyway, I know the rifle is accurate. I know it's sighted in. I can count on it. So let's go ahead and get this hunt started. Holy smokes, great artist. All right, he's down. Very nice. Thank you, thank you. They're going all right. I can make that Canadian arrow. He blew right through it, didn't he? Look at him, kicking all that burns now. Look at the blood coming out.
I love it.
Deal. Cheers.
Sucker. Wait for the stop. Wait for the stop. You will stop.
There he goes. Down. Wow.
It's a bit of excitement.
I'm Bruce Nyland. I've been personally guiding for 18 years. We're sitting on 82 different species of animals to hunt. A lot of people think coming over to Africa is very expensive, but our prices are very competitive. In fact, I think you could do a 7-day hunt for less than it would take you to shoot a white-tailed deer in the States. Our clients range from people that have never hunted before to people that have been to Africa 20 times. We also specialize in taking little children out hunting, and we get a lot of wives to start their first safaris with us. Mid-April through to mid-August is sort of into our winter, so that's when the temperatures are a little bit cooler, the animals are more active during the day, and the trophies, especially our Kudus and our warthogs, go into full rut. It's an awesome time to be hunting in South Africa.
A spot and stalk hunt for an old Kudu bull is about as challenging as you could ever imagine. Kudu are big and their senses are top notch, and in this country, getting close enough to one for a good shot has proven to be a challenge.
One in the back, right?
Right at the back. Okay, we stop shooting.
Okay, you on your Josh?
Yeah.
The one in the back.
Yeah, right at the back.
Turn sideways, buddy. Come on.
He stops.
You know, your butts to me. can't do it. I won't do it.
You can't get him now?
Hell no. I'm not doing it. That's a small bull in the back. That's a nice bull though. But the bigger bull went over the hill. Oh well. Kudu are very, very, very hard to hunt. We're trying to kill a big kudu bull, and kudu's probably about as challenging of an animal out here as there is to do on a spot and stalk. We've been after this booger now since daylight, and anyway, the wind is now perfectly wrong. It's right over our backs, and so that was the best opportunity we've had. And it was about 400 yards away, and it was a butt shot, and he was going, and there was no way I was going to take it. Bunch of kudu there. It's just a matter of staying on him. And if he makes a mistake, see if we get the wind in our favor and can get a good solid rest and take him down. That's a nice bull.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Reconics, Record Rack Deer and Elk Feed, Burt Coyote's Luminoc, Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%, Ion Cameras, Tannerite, and Bloodsport. The High Road will be right back.
Well, you really think we can get a kudu today?
Hope you brought your hiking boots.
This is day 2 of my quest for a kudu. Day 1 didn't work out too well for us. It worked out real nice for kudu. But this particular spot right here, I love it because I busted a big blue wildebeest last year right down there. But we're going to see what we can do as far as kudu go. Those water bugs?
Yeah.
Where's the bull? I mean, is it normal for just the cows?
I see what they're doing. They've come in for that salt. There's some of the minerals in that ground there. Maybe the big male's laid up somewhere under a tree or something. If we just keep easing along this ridge here, just keep lowering out of sight and see if we can see any other animals aside. But don't get skyline. Sable out there.
Where?
Up on that ridge up there.
Oh yeah. Nice bulls too.
Yeah.
How far out there is that?
Yeah, it's a long way.
Way too far to shoot.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's that Kudu. There's that Kudu. Come. He's seen us. He's running already. Come. Wait for him to stop. Wait for him to stop. He's going to stop.
Okay. Come on, buddy, stop.
There you go. 300 yards. On the dot. 300 yards. That kudu went straight down. That's shooting.
That is unreal.
I thought he was gone for all money. When he saw us, I didn't think he was going to stop running.
Oh my gosh.
Well, now we've got a real kudu on camera. Much nicer kudu than last year.
Holy smokes, now the whole deal is how do we get to him?
That's the hard part.
We'll just call the trackers and see if they can give us a hand. Oh my gosh, fabulous. This cliff has become my favorite cliff on the ranch. Oh my gosh, let's figure out how to get down from here. Move back out of the rock. Whoo-wee! Sweet. What a cool looking animal.
It fell right where he stood there.
Absolutely just fell over in his tracks. Look at this bull kudu. Look at this. You know, when everybody, I guess, has different things when they think of Africa, what comes to their mind. But for me, as an African big game hunter, the kudu comes to my mind. I mean, number one. I mean, look at them. They're just so classy looking and majestic, and the spiral of the horns and kind of ivory tipped up here. This is just beautiful. And a kudu has it all. I mean, when you think about it,
Yeah.
you know, they got the big ears. They can hear you coming from a mile away with all these rocks like that. I mean, that's why we had such difficulty. And they've got big eyes and a great big nose, and their sense of smell is incredible. And I guess comparatively speaking, I would think this would be like doing a spot and stalk hunt for a white-tailed deer.
Would be.
I mean, they're absolutely beautiful. Well, it could not have happened any better. I mean, this is my new favorite place on the entire ranch. And Bruce, thank you. Thank you so much.
Well done there, Keith. That's a hell of a shot under the circumstances and the pressure we had to do it under.
Yeah, but I mean, he stopped, and that was incredible. Now, if somebody wants more information on Hunters Hill Safaris, what do they need to do?
Just visit our website. That's the simplest, I'd say. huntershillsafaris.co.za.
And we will have a direct link off of our website to Bruce's website, and check it out. I mean, Hunters Hill Safaris is it. What a beautiful bull, and I am so grateful for the opportunity to be here. Woo! Nice.
Let's get him in the salt before the sun goes down.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Armasight, the entire line of Food Saver Game Saver vacuum sealing systems, BSA Optics, Gamo Adult Precision Air Rifles, Ion Cameras, and FreedomMunitions.com, your online ammunition destination. The High Road will be right back. Tannerite brand binary exploding rifle targets presents viewer feedback.
Henry from North Carolina writes, I noticed you're using a Liberty gun safe. I wanted to let you know how happy I am with mine. I had a cheaper safe until it was broken into and all my guns were stolen. It upset me so much because I would still have my dad's rifle if I had a better safe. So I invested in a Liberty a few years ago, and it's awesome. Henry, I invested in a Liberty years ago, and it is awesome. There are lots of gun safes on the market, but just like most things in life, you get what you pay for. You know, whether you're putting guns in it or jewelry or family documents, you know, a safe is a real important investment, and it's something that I would encourage you to don't skimp on. If you have a safe and it's not a Liberty safe, or you're interested in buying a safe, I would encourage you to go to the Liberty Safe website and take a look at some of the videos that they have on there. And I think it's undeniable. After you watch them, you're going to be blown away, and you're going to realize that they really are the best safes on the market. So Henry, thanks for the email.
All species of animals need to be managed, including giraffes. And on this hunt, the particular giraffe that Colton is after is an old bull, one that is preventing the younger bulls from doing the breeding. Therefore, the bull must be taken from the herd.
And just have a look around here, see if we can see any giraffe here.
All right. These trees are pretty tall, but we
Yeah.
should still be able to see their heads above the treetops.
Let's just keep going up this gully.
All right.
Is that him? Big one?
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
To make sure you shoot him while his head's turned like that.
Right.
You want him to be steady.
Okay, he's in good position. Ready for me to shoot? Here we go.
It's gone straight on.
Come, let's just go closer.
Okay.
Come closer.
Okay.
Just make sure you put another around it. Let's just
Okay.
make sure he doesn't get up.
Gotta be careful here.
Okay. And put a second round in it. Just watch your giraffe behind you.
Yep, yep.
Come around this way. Let's just let him just get away from those feet.
What an incredible animal, Bruce. I think he was done with the first shot, wasn't he?
No, he was done, but the whole idea is just to put them lights out properly, you know.
Yeah, well, I know we've seen quite a few giraffes while here in the Eastern Cape, but I haven't seen one with this coloration before. He's got a good coat on it, very dark colored, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very old, Colton. You know, and also a giraffe like this, the older they get to a stage where they can even go sterile. And the younger bulls never get to breed your females. You know?
Yeah.
So it's times like this that these old guys will have to take one out now and again just to manage our herds, you know.
Right, right. Well, one thing I didn't realize, and I think the folks at home need to know, is that giraffes need to be managed just like any other animal. And this one in particular was one that was very aggressive. He needed to get culled out. And like you said, you know, there's always the problem with, we want to make sure that there's new genetics, that there's genetic diversity in the herd. And this was one that just wouldn't allow the younger bulls to breed. So I'm very happy with him. This is by far the biggest animal that I've ever taken.
Beautiful, beautiful animal.
Bruce, this thing's got to weigh, what, 2,000 pounds, you think?
Close to that.
Wow. So what's next? What are we going to do with him?
Well, what we do, you know, even before we plan this hunt, we plan what we're going to do with this animal. We already have a meat truck coming. We're going to have about 8 to 10 skinners. You know, the meat's very edible. It will be used in one of the processing plants. And this rug here will be tanned and end up on somebody's living room floor.
Great.
Yeah.
So nothing's going to go to waste. I mean, we're going to take care of the hide, the meat, the skull, everything's going to get used.
Every single part of this animal will be used.
Thank you, Bruce. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Liberty Safe, OpticsPlanet.com, Darton Archery, Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%, Blue Rock Outfitters, and the Texas Deer Association. The High Road will be right back.
Last year, I wound up taking a crossbow to hunt for baboons, and I was able to take a couple of good ones on camera. But the hunt you're going to see now is by far, in my opinion, the best of the best of all the baboon hunts I did while I was in the Eastern Cape.
Boy, that sandbar deer loves those oranges. Uh-oh, look who just showed up, the old man. The old man's coming in here, guys. Look at how old he is. He's got all that gray on him. It's gonna get ugly on that baboon right quick. Oh, come on in here. Look at that, he's coming right in. Okay, here we go. Nice baboon. Come, Double Key. Whoa. Look at him. Look at that. He's like he's stealing his oranges. I'm gonna shoot him right through that orange, guys. Watch this. He ain't gonna make it out of the field. Stay on him. Center punched him right in the sternum. Look at that. Oh. I stuck the fruit. That was unbelievable good. What, you didn't like that? Oh, you loved it, just like me. Thank you. Thank you very much. That big baboon I saw him the other night, he's old and gray and gnarly. And he came in, it's like, and that sandbar deer was going to run him off. You see that? He got him an orange keychain. He was going to run off and steal it. That man in the face there. Oh, man. He took one for the High Road team. I like that. Watch out for that hole right there. Big old hole. All right, that baboon was sitting about right there. And here is the arrow, the baboon spear. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and set that in right here. And I'm gonna show you what a big bore baboon looks like.
All right, check this out. Big old boar baboon. Look how long his arms are, and look at the size of that hand on him. I mean, this is a big old male. You can tell by the coloration on him. He was all gray, and I'll bet he's got some chompers on him. Look at this. Ho, 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 ho. Folks, look at those teeth on him. I mean to tell you, that would do some damage. And I absolutely love hunting these guys.
As I watch the sunset on the final day of my African safari, I think back on all that I've seen and I reflect on these special times just as I imagine the African Bushmen did long ago. Although centuries separate us in time, I think that we do have one thing in common with the Bushmen that lived here. We come here for the joy of the hunt.
The High Road with Keith Warren has been presented by FreedomMunitions.com, your online ammunition destination. Closed captioning for The High Road with Keith Warren is brought to you by Keith Warren's Texas Hidden Springs Ranch, the best value in Texas trophy whitetail hunting.